This film story is thousands of years old, from a time when people did not know about America. The people of America lived ordinary lives in the forests, and among them was a woman who believed that devils would come to her area in the future. She warned her people, but no one listened to her. Eventually, that day arrived, the day this woman used to warn her people. The way of the sea, the Vikings entered her area. Seeing their huge ship, this lady got scared. She thought this ship was a monster, an animal. Anyway, now when she goes inside this broken ship, there were people's corpses inside it, and also a child who looked very scared. He had a sword in his hand, about which this woman did not know. Still, she feels the fear of this child, and then she brings him to her tribe by loving and relaxing him. This boy was very different from the people of this tribe, so the people of the tribe refused to keep him with them, but then on this woman's insistence, they keep this child with them. They named this child Kale. Kale is having a difficult time here. He has a nightmare in which he sees his past. His father was a warrior and also a cruel man. As he came to America, he killed the innocent people of the tribe here mercilessly. He had no mercy on anyone, not even on women or children. Seeing all this, little Kale got scared. His cruelty did not end there. He also handed Kale a sword, demanding that he kill the innocent children, but Kale could not do it. He threw down the sword. Seeing this, his father became furious. He hits him with spears to kill Kale. To escape his cruelty, he ran away from him, and he came to another boat of his and fainted. When he regained consciousness, it was too late. All the Vikings took their ship and went back, and just a broken ship and corpses were left from where this woman got Kale. Now the story goes on for a few years, and we see that Kale has grown up. The last few years have passed quite peacefully. The Vikings did not attack here again. Kale had also adjusted well here. He had learned the language of the people here. He also understood the distance of living here. He considered himself like these people, but the people here often did not consider him like them. A little farther away in the mountains, there was another tribe that had a strong friendship with the people of Kale's tribe, and the name of the leader of this tribe was Pathfinder. His daughter Starfire was liked by Kale. This is also known to a special man of the Starfire's tribe, who also liked Starfire, and because he also found out that Starfire also loves Kale, that's why he hated Kale. Anyway, we see that Pathfinder tells the leader of the other tribe here that due to the snowfall in the mountains, many of his people died due to the cold, and now they have to find a new and safe place to live. Today, the meeting of these two tribes had a special purpose. Pathfinder was now retiring, and today he had to choose another Pathfinder from his tribe, for which he has a small competition. Kale also wanted to participate in this competition, but he was not allowed, because they believe that Kale is not one of them. Hearing this, Kale gets angry and leaves alone from there, thinking that now he will live alone in his world. He still had his childhood sword, but the next morning when he goes out to hunt, he finds out that there are some people near the sea. They were the Vikings who had come to attack this land again. Kale was far away from his tribe, on another hill, while the Vikings had attacked his tribe and killed all the people of his tribe. Seeing this, Kale comes back to help his tribe, but it's too late now. Everyone is dead. The whole tribe was burnt. The corpses of the people of the tribe were lying, except for 2 to 3 people whom the Vikings were torturing for their entertainment. Seeing this, Kale gets angry and moves forward to save his men. He also knew that there are a lot of Vikings. He could not compete with them, but he still moved forward. The Viking leader liked Kale's courage. He also wanted to see how he would defeat the Vikings. That's why he sent a lot of his Vikings to compete with Kale. Kale fought a lot of people one by one, but they were so many he could not kill everyone, so he acted smart and ran away from here. Before running away, the last man he killed had taken his shield and his weapons. In anger, the Viking captain drives his people away behind Kale. Kale, who was well aware of the area, hid there, attacked them quietly, and killed them. Seeing this, some Vikings saw him from behind. They attack him with an arrow, in which Kale also gets injured, but if he had lost here, his life would have been lost. He knew this. He jumps into the water to save himself and escapes from their eyes. Defeated Vikings go to their chief and tell him that Kale escaped from them. Hearing this, he was angry. He kills his 2 Vikings in anger and tells the rest of the people that we will have to follow that boy at any cost, because he is the only one who can take us to another village. The scene cuts, and we are shown Kale, who fainted in a cave after escaping from the water. Some people from the other tribe, who had come here to hunt, saw the injured Kale and decided to help him, but Kale keeps shouting, "No, don't help me. You guys go away from here. Those Vikings will come after me, and your lives will be in danger," but they do not listen to him and bring him to their tribe. Upon arrival, Kale gets faint. They treat him, and when he regains consciousness, he sees that the Vikings have not attacked him yet. He tells the chief of his tribe about the attack of the Vikings and says all our people have been killed and the Vikings are now looking for me to attack the other tribe. Leave this area as soon as possible, otherwise your lives may be in danger. Now the man of his tribe, who did not like Kale, says in anger, "Let them come. We will fight with them. We will kill them." Then Kale takes out his sword and breaks the stick in his hand at once and says they have weapons that we have never even thought about. We cannot stand in front of their weapons. Wisdom is in hiding. The people of the tribe do not listen to him, and now he is forced to leave this tribe alone. Suddenly, he sees that someone was behind him. He was a man of a tribe who believed what he said, and now he was going to come with him. The people of this tribe who did not trust Kale go to the place of Kale's tribe, and seeing all the dead people and the weapons of the Vikings there, they understood that Kale was telling the truth, and now they will have to hide in the caves to save their lives. Pathfinder, who was the leader of this tribe, did not like to hide at all. He decides that he will fight the Vikings, and his decision puts Starfire in trouble. She knew that no matter how much courage he had, he would not be able to fight the Vikings well, and if Kale wouldn't be with him, it would be even more difficult for him to fight because Kale has already fought them and knows them. That's why she comes to Kale and says, "You help us. I know that we will not be able to do this without you." Here Kale, who loved her, he could not refuse her and was ready to support her. The people of this tribe hide their women, children, and elders in the caves and prepare their own army to fight the Vikings. Now Kale is planning a war with them and says, "We will not attack them from the front. We will attack them secretly. This way we will be able to compete with as many people as possible." Following his strategy, they killed a lot of other Vikings, but then they made a mistake. They got stuck in their trap and got caught by the Vikings. The Vikings were cruel. As many people came in front of them, they killed everyone mercilessly. After killing a lot of people, the remaining people were captured by the Vikings. By the way, not many people were left. Pathfinder, Starfire, Kale, and some other people who were now captured by them. Looking at Kale, he immediately recognizes that he is not one of them. He also knows a story that the Vikings had come to this place before, and years ago the son of the leader of the Vikings lived here in this village. Looking at Kale, he recognized that maybe he is the son of our master. He says to him, "I know you are a Viking. You have the blood of Vikings in you, that's why you help us and tell us about other tribes." But when Kale refuses, they also kill Pathfinder to blackmail him. When they threatened to kill Starfire, Kale had to listen to them. He was now ready to help them. Hearing this, Starfire was upset with him because Kale was now going to take the Vikings to the place where the rest of the Starfire tribe were hiding, but the real thing was not known to the Vikings, and neither to Starfire. He was deceiving the Vikings, was misleading them. He first takes them to the same snowy tribe, the place they left, and started living in the mountains ahead. On the way, when the Vikings try to misbehave with Starfire, Kale fights everyone and saves this girl. Looking at this, the leader of the Vikings gets angry, but he does not punish Kale for this because somewhere in his heart there was sympathy for Kale. He considered Kale a Viking like him. After reaching the tribe, he does not find any man here. The leader of the Vikings asks Kale where he has to go now. He says, "We have to go north. There was a sea in the north. There was no population far away." In this situation, the leader of the Vikings felt that Kale was deceiving them, but here, Kale shows smartness and throws the things of the tribe around him. the things that are in the hands of the Vikings, and they show these things to the leader and say the things of the tribe have fallen here. Kale is right. They must have gone north. Now Starfire also realized that Kale was not deceiving them, but he has a big plan in his mind. They finally reached the shore of the sea. It was very cold here. The sea was frozen now. Kale tells everyone that we have to turn and go to the tribe on the way to the forest. The snow is very thin, and there is a risk of falling and dying here. Hearing this, the leader of the Vikings becomes furious and says, "Do you think we are cowards? We will also go from here." Actually, Kale knew this weakness. He knew that the Vikings would not turn back after coming here and then get stuck in the snow and die. Now because he was showing the way, so he walks very slowly and crosses this snow, but moving a little ahead, he falls here due to the thinness of the snow. As the snow broke, many Vikings had also fallen into the water. A Viking who tied Starfire with him also falls into the water. As he was drowning, he also tries to bring Starfire inside him. Kale, who was drowning in the water, hears the voice of Starfire. He comes out of there to save her, and breaking the chain of Starfire, he saved her, and they crossed the sea and reached the snowy mountains. They still did not know about Kale's plan, because the way here was made by the people of the first tribe who lived here. They started moving forward from this mountain road, but while walking, a Viking slipped from there and fell into the sea. Seeing this, the leader of the Vikings told everyone to tie themselves with a rope so that if any of them fall, the rest will save him. Here, the leader deliberately ties Starfire with him so that if he dies, Starfire will also die, and to save her, Kale will definitely save the leader. While walking, Kale says in his language to Starfire, "Hit me." Starfire didn't understand anything at first, but then she realized that Kale must have had some plan. She starts hitting Kale hard here. Seeing Kale getting beaten, the leader of the Vikings gets angry. He slaps Starfire and then gives Kale a knife and says, "Kill this girl." Kale also grabs this knife, but instead of killing Starfire, he throws the rope of Starfire tied to the leader. Then he picks up a stone from here and throws it towards the last Viking. On hitting this stone, the Viking stumbled and fell. Along with him, the people tied to the rope also started falling one by one. Before the leader of the Vikings also fell down, he cuts his rope. Kale was still tied to him. As the last Viking tied to the rope fell down the mountain here, Kale and the leader of the Vikings also started to fall due to the force of his fall, but they grabbed a tree on the mountain and tried to save themselves. The leader of the Vikings again climbed up the mountain, and now he was throwing stones from above to kill Kale. Kale was now badly trapped. He knew that he would not be able to escape from here. That's why he tells Starfire to escape from here. As Starfire leaves, Kale makes a strange noise because of which all the ice present here breaks and falls on him. Along with the ice, they also fell down, but despite falling down, both of them were alive. The fight between them started again. While fighting, Kale dominates the leader at one point. At this point, the leader says, "I am the last of your generation. Will you kill me too?" Kale does not even think for a moment and separates his head from his sword. In this way, he was successful in defeating all the Vikings. No doubt all his companions were killed, but he saved the rest of his tribe. Actually, they all were hiding in a cave near the lake. When Starfire and Kale arrived there, everyone bowed down in front of them. They knew that Kale had won this war, so they made him their new Pathfinder, their new leader. They had accepted Kale with love. Pathfinder Kale and Starfire also get married. After this, they were going to live happily here.